Awareness is the beginning of every breakthrough. Today, we're going to go deep into the part most people never see, the programming running their entire life. This is where real change starts because you cannot change what you cannot see. And most of your daily decisions, emotional reactions, beliefs, habits, and patterns have nothing to do with who you consciously choose to be. They come from your programming, your subconscious mind. And until you become aware of that programming, you'll think you're failing when really you're just repeating a script you never wrote. Today is about seeing the script clearly, maybe for the first time ever. Your mind is a collection of patterns, memories, beliefs, fears, expectations, meanings, and emotional reactions you've absorbed since you were a kid. Most of it wasn't chosen, it was inherited. You learned how to think by watching the people around you. You learned what was possible based on what they believed. You learned what was normal based on how they lived. You learned how to handle fear, love, money, stress, uncertainty, and opportunity by watching their behavior. And you absorbed all of it unconsciously. You didn't get to decide your programming. You only get to decide if you keep it. This is why awareness matters so much. Without awareness, you live inside a mental autopilot. You think you're making choices, but you're recycling patterns. You think you're acting, but you're reacting. You think you're stuck because something is wrong with you, but you're just following an invisible script written years ago. And today we break that illusion. Let me ask you something real. Have you ever caught yourself doing something you promised yourself you'd stop doing, or avoided something you said you wanted, or stressing over something that doesn't logically deserve the stress, or falling into old patterns even when you know better? None of that is your fault. That's programming. And the moment you see that truth, you stop judging yourself and start understanding yourself. And when you understand yourself, everything becomes easier to change. Awareness is compassion. Awareness is empowerment. Awareness is the first doorway to freedom. Today, I want you to see your patterns without shame, judgment, or frustration. You're not broken, you're programmed. And anything programmed can be reprogrammed. The old version of you wasn't flawed, they were conditioned. They were shaped by survival, shaped by repetition, shaped by teachers who didn't know better, shaped by fear passed down, shaped by the environment they grew up in. Awareness lets you finally step outside that environment. When you can see the pattern, you no longer have to live inside it. Awareness turns the unconscious into the conscious. And once conscious, you can choose something new. This is where your transformation accelerates. Because once you start noticing your programming, you stop confusing it with your identity. Your fear isn't you, it's programming. Your hesitation isn't you, it's programming. Your self doubt isn't you, it's programming. Your scarcity mindset isn't you, it's programming. And the moment you stop taking those patterns personally, you start taking your power back. I want you to imagine you've been wearing a pair of glasses with someone else's prescription your entire life. You've been trying to navigate with distorted vision. Awareness is taking those glasses off. Suddenly, everything looks different. You see clearly. You understand what's been happening, and now you can do something about it. Awareness doesn't instantly fix everything, but it gives you the power to start making choices instead of running on autopilot. Without awareness, you make unconscious decisions. With awareness, you create intentional ones. Without awareness, patterns control you. With awareness, you control the pattern. Without awareness, you repeat the past. With awareness, you design the future. Today, I want you to become a silent observer of your inner world. Watch your thoughts, watch your reactions, watch your emotions, watch your impulses, watch your excuses, watch your fears. Just notice them without judging them. Let them show themselves. Let the old programming reveal its presence. It has nothing on you once you can see it. Awareness is the flashlight that exposes the old wiring. And this course will give you the tools to rewire it. But today, all you need is the light. And all you need is the ability to say, oh, that's a pattern. That's not me. That's programming. Because the moment you separate yourself from the programming, you weaken it. You reclaim authority over your own mind. And here's something powerful. Awareness dissolves patterns without force. When a pattern becomes obvious, it begins to lose grip. You stop identifying with it. You stop feeding it. You stop believing it. Patterns only stay alive when they stay hidden. Awareness starves them. Most people never reach this stage. They try to change their life with discipline alone. They try to fight old programming with willpower. They force, they push, they break down. But the issue was never discipline, it was blindness. They were fighting an enemy they couldn't see. Today, you stop fighting blind. You're going to start noticing things about yourself, habits, reactions, triggers, behaviors, and you're going to see them with a new level of clarity. Don't resist it. Don't run from it. Don't judge it. Just observe it. That observation is the beginning of total transformation. I want you to understand something deeply. Awareness is a skill. The more you practice it, the stronger it becomes. And the stronger it becomes, the easier life gets. Because now you're not emotionally hijacked. You're not reacting unconsciously. You're not repeating inherited patterns. You're aware, you're awake. You're thinking as the person you're becoming, not the person you used to be. Today is about gently pulling back the curtain. And once you see behind it, you never you will never see life the same way again. This is where change becomes possible. This is where growth becomes exciting. This is where the old programming loses its power. So as we progress, I want you to keep asking yourself, is this me or is this programming? And if it's programming, then smile because you just took your power back. You just became conscious. And a conscious mind is unstoppable. You're doing the work most people avoid. You're waking up, you're rising, you're stepping into the driver's seat of your own life. And when you look back later, you'll point to this lesson as the moment everything quietly began to change. Let's continue this journey. Awareness is the beginning, rewriting your life comes next.